Hello, Tracy Haynes with Personal Brilliance. I'm getting ready to kick off a new coaching program entitled Life's Bronze Formula. You can get that information by clicking on that link over here to your right. I also got a bonus for you at the end of the video, so make sure you stick around and watch the whole video. Today I have a story for you entitled Perception. Something to think about here in the holiday season. Here's the situation. In Washington, D.C., at a metro station on a cold January morning in 2007, this man with a violin set up at the metro station there in Washington, D.C. for about 45 minutes. And during the time, approximately 2,000 people went through the station, most of them on their way to work. They never really noticed that this fellow was there playing a violin. After about 3 minutes, a middle-aged man noticed that he was playing the violin and how beautifully he was playing it. He slowed his pace and took a minute and observed him and listened to the beautiful music that he was performing. And then he hurriedly turned around and kept on his journey to catch the train in the station. Now, about 4 minutes later, the violinist received his first dollar. A woman threw money in the hat and without stopping continued to walk. Now at about 6 minutes, a young man leaned against the wall for a few minutes and was watching him play and listening to the violinist. But he looked at his watch and then he started to walk away because he too had to catch the train. At about 10 minutes, a 3-year-old boy stopped, but his mother tugged at him and, hurriedly motioned for him to go. You know how mothers do. And his mother tugged along at him hurriedly and encouraged him to keep moving. And the kid stopped, and of course he turned his head around to observe the violinist playing this beautiful music. But his mother continued to push hard to keep him going in the direction that they were going. This action was repeated by several other children as they walked past the violinist. Without exception, the parents forced their children to keep moving. At about 45 minutes, the musician played continuously. Only 6 people stopped and listened for a short while. About 20 gave money but continued to walk, but didn't stop to listen. The man collected a total of $32. After about an hour, he finished playing and silence took over the area for which he was standing. No one noticed and no one applauded. There was no recognition at all for his performance. No one knew this, but that violinist was Joshua Bell, one of the greatest musicians in the world. He played one of the most intricate pieces of music ever written, with a violin that was worth $3.5 million. 2 days before, Joshua Bell sold out a theater in Boston, where the seats averaged $200 each to sit and listen to him play the same music that he was playing there on the street. This is a true story. Joshua Bell, playing incognito in the D.C. metro station area, was organized by the Washington Post as part of a social experiment about perception, taste, and people's priorities. The experiment raised several questions, and one of them was, in a commonplace environment, at an inappropriate hour or time, do we perceive beauty? And number 2, if so, do we stop to appreciate it? Do we recognize talent in an unexpected context? One possible conclusion reached from this experiment could be this. If we do not have a moment to stop and listen to one of the best musicians in the world playing some of the finest music ever written with one of the most beautiful instruments ever made, how many other things we are missing as we rush through life. So ponder on that this holiday season. Get your free goals report by clicking on the button, and I'll see you on the other side.